Hi guys, it's Cam. I know it's been a hot minute since I have filmed a video. College has honestly just been so busy. I remember always being this busy during school, but it's just crazy having to walk to class and allocate time for homework and do all that stuff. With the pandemic, it was just a very, very different school system. So it's been a lot to transition back to that. I am here filming this video. I've been thinking about filming this video for a while. I wanted to come on here and talk about mental health post-cancer or post-disease or post-a-health thing, whatever is going on in your life, even your mental health just day to day. This is just my personal experience. Everyone deals with it differently. Just wanted to come on here because this has been a very safe space for me to share my story, and I love when people reach out and tell me that they can connect with it. So it has been, oh my gosh, I think it's going on 8 months. Could be going on 9 months since I finished chemo, so it's been a hot minute. Boy, oh boy, has it been a roller coaster. Just transitioning back to the normal world doesn't really make sense. There's no answer on how to transition back. It just takes time and tears and energy. So it has been a lot. I'd say some mornings I wake up and I never know what kind of day it's gonna be. Finding a new normal is honestly really hard, and I've started to hate the word normal because there is no exact definition on what that means. And it's weird now that my physical health is better. For the most part, last week I was actually 2 weeks ago, I was so ill. It was just a really bad cold, not COVID or anything, but it triggered all of my fight or flight responses just from a year ago when I was diagnosed with cancer. And so that was just very triggering. Just feeling so unwell and unable to do anything just brought up a lot of emotions and anxiety and panic. And then transitioning out of that, my mental health started spiking. It's like I can never have both at the same time. I'm either feeling great and my mental health is in the toilet, or it's vice versa. I've been having some really, really bad anxiety days. It's taken therapy and meds and lots of different ways for me to try to deal with it. But for me, most of the time, I either need to cry it out, sleep it off, or just push through, which is the hardest thing. There's nothing that can just snap me out of it. The other day, I felt like I was literally in a hole in the ground and I could not quite get out. And that was a really hard place to be in, and I hate feeling like that. Like there's nothing or no one that can pull me out of it. And then whenever I try to talk about it, it just comes out in tears and it's just a mess. But I was in a really, really low place that day, and then day by day it got better. But I try not to just like forget that that was going on. I try to like learn from it and try to manage myself better to not have that happen. Even though I have zero control over my anxiety most times, I try to make sure that I'm in a safe space and that I have people that I can talk to, and make sure I have a therapy appointment that week. Different stuff like that to make sure that I'm prepared before or after or during or whatever it plays out to be. It has been such a roller coaster, to say the least. Today, I'm feeling okay. I'd say most days I keep myself pretty busy and I try to just fill it with people that lift me up in a positive way. Major thing. I've spent the last few months honestly figuring out what friendships mean the most and which ones are adding to my life in a positive way, which has resulted in maybe cutting out some of those relationships that were not healthy for a long time. And that is something that I was never good at. I hate conflict. Any type of riff is just not my thing, hasn't been for a long time. I've been trying to get better and better at standing up for myself and calling people out when they hurt me or hurt others. That has been something that I have really tried to focus in on this year. Make sure that my core group is solid. When I'm feeling really low, I try to make sure to tell people that I feel that way. I remember when I first got diagnosed, I literally didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want to burden them with any bad news. But I've learned that then people don't know that you're going through that, and those are usually the people that want to be there for you in those times. I've tried to get better at telling people when I'm feeling like that, because if they're really true and blue friends, they will pick you up when you're feeling low or try their best. Focusing on those friendships have been a really big thing, and also just my relationship with myself. I'm in a communication class right now. Literally had a midterm this morning, and we had to talk about how interpersonal communication can be problematic to ourselves, and that's like your voice in your head that's always criticizing you and just talking shit about you. Trying to reframe that to be like, okay, that wasn't your best moment, but it's okay. Probably no one noticed, or if they did, they're gonna forget in 5 minutes. Little things like that, just don't beat yourself up. Like honestly, post-cancer, this is a very specific thing, but every time I look in the mirror, it is a reminder of my last year. Not having my hair, it constantly runs through my head, oh, they're looking at you and think this and think that because of your hair, and no one probably guesses what the real reason is that my hair is short. I try to just quiet those voices because it is just not healthy. My hair is a big thing. It's really coming back, and so many people are so kind and they're like, I didn't even know, or like, it's growing and it looks so great. But just the fact that I didn't get to choose cutting it short is just kind of the big reason why it just gets to me so much. I love the compliments and sometimes they make me feel better, but honestly, it's just kind of like a me battle. I'm trying to work through that. And another thing is my eyelashes. They've been falling out every 3 months, and we think that it's just a side effect. Eyelashes fall out naturally, but when they all fall out all together, it's just very weird and triggering of when I lost them during chemo. But they're growing back. Hair always grows back, but it's just this little reminder that I get every once in a while of what you went through, because I'm trying not to think about it every day. Like, it's part of my story, but it's not who I am. I'm just working every day to have a better relationship with my mental health. Remember that you are your harshest critic, and you gotta be kind to yourself even when you're having those days. There are people and resources out there to support you, and I always try to remember that. Here I am telling you guys. I know when I was in that low place the other day, I would have been like, fuck off, Cam. I'm feeling it, let me feel it, which is totally fair. Just know that it does get better, and I hate hearing that sometimes, but it is a good thing to remember. There are good things coming, and I'm in that boat right now. I have gotten a no from every single job I've applied to, even ones that I know I'm very qualified for and I'd be great at and would totally set me up for my future. I've gotten denied from every single job. Really, really tough on the ego and the mental health. But I'm just trying to stay optimistic that there's like a bigger reason why I'm not getting these jobs. There must be, because this is ridiculous at this point. But maybe it's the world or whatever out there trying to tell me not to rush into a job, because honestly, all my friends in 9-to-5s don't seem completely thrilled or happy with their lives. So I'm like, maybe that's not my plan right now. Maybe there's a different plan. I have recently been thinking about traveling abroad, and I would love to just pursue YouTube and do that, but it is not the most consistent or stable thing to live off of right now. But I enjoy immensely, I immensely enjoy, I don't know, I very much so enjoy doing it and wish that I could just do this. So I'm going to keep working at it. I have no clue what my plan looks like, and it's a little bit chaotic because I literally graduate in December. She's got no plan. I honestly just wanted to come in, talk to you guys, and let you know where I'm at, my highs and lows. If you're watching this and you're feeling it just like me, just know that you've got a buddy and you're not alone. We're gonna get through it. You gotta focus on those good things because they are coming. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this, for keeping up with my journey. We're getting through it one day at a time. I adore you guys, and I will see you again soon. I want to come out with some more college stuff, but anyone that's in college knows there is no time. On that note, I have to go study for a primates midterm. I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye. She told me not to